What's going on, y'all, man? This is Crested Wiz, Black Collar King, man. I hope y'all are doing good. I'm gonna sit in here with Vaughn, the producer, baby. He's from Detroit.
Yeah.
How long you been here in Huntsville, brother?
2 years.
2 years, man. And tell the people what you've been doing since you've been here, bro.
And I worked a couple jobs, man.
Yes, sir.
And I was at the Smartphone Medics. I started building servers and audio video integration systems, and I'm at an automotive paint and collision center here in Huntsville, man.
Yes,
I done done a lot.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, bro. And, man, I remember my first time meeting you was at a show that Jameson, Nicholas Hybrid, shout out, and LaFrancis Vibes was a part of, man. At Keegan's Pub. What was that night? That was 18 or 19? 2018 or 2019?
It was 2019.
2019.
It was last year this time.
Yeah, and I can't even believe it's been just a year. And, man, you were telling me about some stuff that you were doing before you had came to Huntsville, man. Talk about a little bit about that, man.
Before I came to Huntsville, I got my producing start in Detroit, working with a group by the name of Black New Wave. It was myself, a friend by the name of Ziggy, and Wes, and we put together our first cassette, which is now 2 years old, actually. So we released that 2 years ago, December 1st, 2018.
Where can people find that, bro?
Oh, people can find it on YouTube, on all the streaming services.
Bet. What's the name of that again?
BN.W cassette 001.
Yes, sir.
Also, Video 7. That's another music production collective I worked with for a while, based in Detroit. I produced a lot with them as well. You can search them on YouTube and all the streaming services as well. Video 7, no space.
Yes, sir, man. So, what brought you down here to Huntsville from Detroit? And how long were you in Detroit before you came down here?
I was in Detroit for how many years was I there? I was 16 until I think I came back here 20. So 4 years.
Okay, cool. So you've been back and forth then. Yeah.
Moving around.
Okay, cool. So do you have family down here? Or?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I came back. My big brother is located here. He graduated from UAH. My mother and my father have also relocated here from Montgomery, so I came here to be with the fam.
Bad. That's what's up, man. I recently went to Montgomery for the first time in my life.
The gum, baby.
Yeah. It was last year, it was either super early this year. I had to take DC That Go Hard. Shouts out to I forgot the name of the resort down there in Montgomery, but for the Emily Jones band. Okay. And I met some cool people down there. Like I met an audiovisual tech guy that was running sound for the Emily Jones band that night. And he was cool. Him and his homeboy, they was real cool. It was a real nice experience, man. Especially for me not going there, for being in my first time. And I'm like, man, okay, cool. All of this stuff is in Alabama. Like, it's like I've been just in Alabama, just in Huntsville. I've been to Mobile and Floribama or whatever. But yeah,
like
man.
That Orange Beach area.
Kinda, yeah. Going into Florida, like if you look on the map, it's like the little sliver of Florida, you know what I'm saying? that connects Alabama, man. But that was straight, bro. I had a really good time, bro. So, bro, how's the music scene different from Detroit to Huntsville?
I'd say there's a significant difference in the, I guess, beat selection. It's the easiest and most apparent difference in the music scene. Well, I said music scene. I guess in rap in particular.
Okay.
But overall, I guess it's just me finding my way. Like, I'm not necessarily I don't really feel I can speak on the Huntsville scene too much because I don't necessarily know too many people here just yet.
Right. So go a little bit into the beat selection. Do you think that what artists here have more of a, I want to say, not drill and not trap, but I don't even know how to explain it really. Like more mellow type beats, I guess.
I
Or
would
what?
definitely say like up north we're more up tempo.
Yeah,
Got
okay.
got a little bit faster tempos than here.
Mm-hmm.
The southern, I'd say, like Waka, Gucci influence.
yeah.
Mostly like what producers? I guess Lex Luger to Metro Boomin is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Huntsville more influenced by.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that Atlanta influence runs deep here.
But like Huntsville is definitely like a melting pot of culture. So I'm
Yeah.
definitely seeing a lot of people from the city. I'm seeing a lot of people from Michigan. I'm seeing a lot of people from Florida. I'm seeing a lot of people from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually very intrigued to see what Huntsville has to offer when it comes to music because there's so many different cultures and people from all around that are here.
Right.
So I just want to see what happens when it all collides.
Right. So what artists did you meet, I guess, down here doing, like the Keegan shows and then other shows in the Huntsville area?
So I'm at the Neighbors.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out.
LaFrancis Vibes.
Shouts out.
I'm at, I forget this gentleman's name. He played the keytar.
Pat Jamar, shouts out.
Shout out Pat Jamar for sure. He's very talented. There was another band.
Oh yeah, Wolf Bond, and his cats. Yeah.
So for the most part, my impression on the Huntsville music scene has been mostly in the live band scene. Shout out Purple Host though, like a lot of my niggas with Ray Goo. They've been like a lot of rappers over that way. We do a lot of work. So other than I'd say the few rap groups that I've described, like it's been pretty diverse. I'd say the Huntsville music scene is.
Yeah. And that's what I get a lot. And I mean, me being here, it is diverse. It's real diverse. And then I could even say, just depending on what circles you are, you'll hear some of the same stuff, and it can get kind of like redundant too. At the same time, there's a whole lot of like untapped artistry here.
Most definitely. Shout out to Drop Zone, man.
Yeah, yes.
Drop Zone, home of the Drop Zone. Pops put us all on. It's me and D3, man.
Bro, so how long have you been producing now, man?
I've been producing now. I'm 22 years old. I can confidently say 8 to 6 years. I've been I started with Fruity Loops, remaking Gucci Man beats.
Yeah, okay.
And then I just transformed into using other DAWs and being experimental, working with instrumentalists back home in Michigan, and just transferring that here. I began to work with you,
Yes,
working with homies like Austin Omar and a few of these other instrumentalists that I can't necessarily like think of at the moment.
Yeah, no.
Definitely just incorporating live music with electronic production has been my go-to.
You said, okay, so what producers inspired you?
Jay Dilla,
Mm-hmm.
Obliv,
Mm-hmm.
Lex Luger,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see, who else? Knowledge.
Okay,
I really fuck with No Worries.
Yeah.
It's a cool band.
Okay, cool. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Have you made any like either songs or albums with some artists down here in your time?
Only my brother.
Yeah.
It's on beat, man. Ain't shit free, man.
Yeah. Oh man. So
Catch Me If You Can. That's the name of the album.
okay.
We released it, I say 6 months ago now. That's with my brother, who is D3 at Who is D3 on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
_ the Drop Zone _ to get all of our constant updates of what we're working on. But Catch Me If You Can was definitely a special project that we worked on. My little cousin, Drippy made it.
Yeah.
Drippy did it.
Yeah.
He made all the beats, so it was tight as fuck to mix tracks that my brother was rapping on and my little cousin made all the beats. And we
Nice.
Catch Me If You Can. So it was
Nice.
That was amazing. It was a great experience.
Cool. So with the producing and making beats, man, I know, that's half the battle. You know what I'm saying? So what about mixing and mastering? How did you approach that? Like starting, and then like what type of process did you realize after you started? It's like, oh, okay, I need to revamp this, or I need to turn the gain down here, or I need to, turn the lows up here in this section. So what type of process and when did you know, like, dang, I gotta step my mixing and mastering up?
I really figured out what I desired my sound to be once I began to listen to like a lot of lo-fi hip hop tapes, and I basically began to figure out like, oh, these guys are using SP404s, these guys are using MPCs, and in general, the parameters on these older analog devices have like built-in settings to where you can pretty much mix each sound as you're like making the track.
Yeah.
And then once I began to peep kind of like what was going on with the analog game, I began to apply that to my digital production. So I'd say very early on, I realized how important mixing is. Everything from the gain structure to panning, how important mixing was to just the quality and the, I'd say, potency of your track. Early on. Very early on.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So where did the name Drop Zone come from, bro?
Drop Zone came from the original studio man was my father. Like I said, my father. My pops back in Detroit. He had a studio in the basement. I always saw a lot of his homies coming through, rappers, singers alike. And at the time, he was using a Sony-based DAW that I don't even remember at the moment. But I would hear him recording people, and just to think that my dad was downstairs in the studio always is pretty fun. But that was the original Drop Zone, the basement on Evergreen and McNichols in Detroit.
Nice.
So we, the new generation Drop Zone.
Right, okay.
That's why we say, welcome to the Drop Zone, home of the Drop Zone. Pops put us all on.
Bet. That's what's up. Paying homage, bro. I like that. So who runs the Drop Zone, man? The Drop Zone, bro. Like it's just you and your brother. Or?
It's just me and my brother.
Bet. Do y'all outsource?
We definitely outsource. The Drop Zone is not only a media production company. We also do Davis AVS, which is my break-off company of the Drop Zone, which is audio video production. We, under 3-Dimensional Pros, we do media consulting strategies for businesses around Huntsville all the way back home to Michigan. We do everything from flyers to promotions.
Nice.
Shout out Rookie's Wings. We just did that one too.
For real? Is that in Huntsville?
Yes, sir. Nice. And the Jerk King. I love the Jerk King. His jerk raps is fire. Get you a $5 jerk box. And tell him Vonnie sent you or Drop Zone sent you.
Yes, sir.
With love.
Yes, sir.
So what type of styles of music do you like to produce? You know what I'm saying? Because usually I got interviewed not too long ago, and they asked me, like, what's my favorite style to play? And I told them I really didn't have, like, per se, a favorite style, but there are styles that I yearn to play on stage. Like Sango, I want to play some soca. If I found a rock groove, I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I can plug you.
Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just different stuff, man. Because like gospel, I've just been playing really just gospel, R&B, and just a little bit of hip hop now. But it's usually just like gospel, a little bit of country, depending on like where I'm playing or what song is on the list for the artist I'm playing for. Or, R&B. So what type of tracks do you yearn to produce?
I really enjoy producing electronic music. I love hip-hop, and I love the mixture of electronic into hip-hop, as well as I love jazz. So I guess just making my own genre has been my life's mission. It's just to unify as many cultures into one track as possible.
That makes sense.
But for the most part, I'd say jazz, electronic, and hip hop infusion is what I'm on.
Cool, bro. Cool, man. That's what's up, man. So a little bit going back to Keegan's, man. A little bit, man. So I remember because it was an outside thing. I don't know how many people in Huntsville know about Keegan's Pub, but like I said, Jameson and DJ Hybrid. Along with my shouts out, bro, because there were some great people. They put together that show that the Francis Vibes headlined. And what was the challenges or roadblocks or things that just came up unexpectedly that either hindered that or made that not as smooth as you would want it to be?
It actually was one of my smoothest setups, breakdowns. Everyone was very helpful. I remember maybe just some of the desires of the bands or just set list, just kind of saying, hey, I need, like you said, hey, I need a kick. Or like I need, just some last minute things that some of the artists needed. That was the only stressful part. And it wasn't even stressful. It was just like, hey, like that's when the community plays a big part in like making something go smooth. Another one of my homies, Austin Omar, shout out that guy. Great punk rock drummer. As soon as I said, hey, I need some drum parts, he was right there. As soon as I asked some homies that were there at the show, I got all these speakers on the truck. I need to set up. People came out and helped me. So it was actually very smooth. There were little to no roadblocks other than the occasional feedback just of kind of people varying in certain distances in front of the speakers. But other than that, it was very enjoyable. Like, I enjoyed being there.
That's what's up, man. Because I keep talking about Keegan's, man, because that was a huge, change for me, bro, when I met you, man. Because I was like, golly, the stories that you were telling me and the fact that you're so young. And I'm like, God damn, this guy's doing stuff I want to do, man. And I remember you were telling me that you had just got back like from overseas or something like that. I guess before you had came to Huntsville. Can you touch on that a little bit?
I went to California, not overseas. I went to California and I did house parties with some of my guys from Detroit and recorded Chicken, like a mixtape with one of my homies, Milo, back from Detroit.
Okay, bet.
He was a rapper in Video 7. And then we just kind of did our own thing. Went out there. Shout out my homie Ronnie Mack. Shout out my homie Don Juan and James JP from Universal Records, which he's in Nashville, Tennessee now.
Nice.
But just went out to Cali. And at this time, I was working a full-time job and running my audio video service company and making beats and et cetera. Then they said, hey, let's do something different. So we went out there and just started rocking shows. And I believe I can fly, my nigga. Yeah, for real. And
I remember you was telling me something about Montreal. How you was running some sound in there, man. Tell the people about that.
Went up there this was 2019.
Nice.
My homie Lex from Detroit, my homie Raphael, my homie Good Morrow, Sonny. And pretty much we stopped in New York first and we linked up with one of my other friends, Awesome. Me and him did a virtual reality party. He performed a few tracks that we recorded in Detroit, so that was great. After crashing in New York, doing a few shows there, both are doing the show with Inky or Awesome. And then my friend Raphael, one of his friends was graduating from the new school. He had to do his performance for graduation, like their exit exam type deal.
Yeah.
After all that was said and done, then we drove to Montreal. Had a bit of a roadblock. I got arrested, detained at the border.
Yeah.
As well as my girlfriend at the time and Raphael. But then after we got to Montreal, we got to go to a small cafe and do a small gig. So it was great just to
get up in there and do something.
Go out of America or
most definitely
go into Canada and just do our thing and bring the noise from the city.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Man, I know for me, being a musician, different venues, growing up in church, and even in church, like sound or audiovisual people, they usually get like the most hackle.
Yes.
It's like the artist or hell, from anyone, even I guess maybe the facilitator that knows nothing about music will be like, hey, this is too loud, and it's
my
like,
job is to take shit.
Yeah,
it's really just to take shit from people that don't know shit about sound. My job is to take shit and smile.
Yeah. Bro, and it's so funny that you say that, bro, because we're both Aquariuses, man, and it's just like we let shit just flow, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes I already saw, bro, just young, that it takes a certain type of wherewithal to be a sound man.
Oh, most definitely.
And like, how do you get through that every day? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Even on man.
No, I'm in constant prayer. I try my best to fix my mind on the positives, which is, like I said, creating a platform for artists and getting that check, bro. Getting that check.
Yeah. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, the sound guy always gets the most hack. Like, you basically, your job is damn near customer service in addition to having technical proficiencies.
Yeah.
If it makes sense. Because at the end of the day, there's instances where people necessarily don't need more gain, but they are screaming for more gain. Or, you know what I mean? Or the certain instrumentalist needs... Hey, there's all types of instances where shit just may be within or coming from the source, but you got to just kind of roll with it and keep a smile. Like, at the end of the day, no one likes a sound guy with a shitty attitude. So I try my best to just stay positive and realize that at the end of the day, the reason that we're all so high strung is because we're passionate about what we're doing, which is bringing people together with our art, with our messages, with our expression, which is the most important part of the entire experience.
Right, and you gotta be able to hear everything clearly.
Most definitely. Clearly, not distorting and clipping and shit.
Oh my god, dude.
So not loud as shit, not quiet as shit, just at a good volume where it's clarity.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Would you say that it's usually the environment that will, I guess, put the people that you're working for like on edge, or is it's usually just like the type of person?
I'd say it's a combination. It's the artist that we're working with. It's the venue. It's the person in particular that's trying to manage all of the above.
Yeah.
That just kind of comes together and it creates like damn near the role as the sound guy sometimes can be consulting and kind of like mediating between the artist and the promoter to make sure things go smoothly. Yeah. Just with myself, I have like certain protocol. Whenever I get to my venue in whatever particular space that it may be, indoors or outdoors, I like to round up all of my artists that are going to be on that, just on the list for the night, just to perform, see what order they were set to go in. Always have a sound check. Always have a sound check. And if you don't get a sound check and you want to bitch about sound, that's a whole other story.
Right. It's like, hey, there's no sound check.
Yeah. Long story short, at the end of the day, being punctual definitely helps stress management. Yeah. Because the more time that you have to prep, the more time, or the smoother I believe the show will always go. Yeah. That's super true. That's very true.
I wanted to ask you about after Keegan's, because Keegan's was what, October of last year?
Yes, sir.
And then
was it November? I thought it was November. I'm sure.
It was either in October or November. And then I had put a band together, and I remember you had pulled up to one of the rehearsals. Yeah. And then we had put on a show after that at the Dish, and then shouts out to Cleveland and
Ohio in the building.
Yeah, right. And then after that, I had a gig with Ralph Garrett. Shouts out, and I think like after that, because that was 2020, right? Yeah. So then after that, COVID hit.
Yep.
After that, COVID hit, and so what did you start doing right after that hit? Because I know. After I think I saw you that February, we didn't see each other again. I think in probably like 2 months.
For real.
Yeah.
After COVID hit, I was working at the Smartphone Medics. I was fixing computers, MacBooks primarily, and iPhones, and iPads and things like that. After COVID hit, left that job and I started working for the government building audio and video integration systems.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, COVID kind of resurfaced and began to the numbers began to climb again.
Right.
So a lot of jobs began to be canceled. So the workflow there slowed down immensely. So then I found myself just with a lot of time on my hands. So I began to pretty much just go into grind mode because there was no more audio video gigs. There was no more parties or things like that. So for the most part, it was just music, a lot of graphics design work, and just looking for employment. Yeah,
for real, man. So what's next for you, bro? And in spite of all of this, like, what type of, or do you have things in your mind that you're like, okay, even though this is going on right now, I still gotta find a way to get my art out there and then get paid for it.
I'm gonna be a baby daddy, bro.
Yeah,
I believe I can fly, my nigga.
Yo, hey, no.
For the most part, I'm just planning to legitimize or officiate.
Mm-hmm.
The best word to say, I just want to get my business in order. So I'm kind of cleaning up house and trying to round out some of this year by having an official name for my side business of media, just creating digital content.
Right.
Digital illustrations and things of that nature. Video collages and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Solo Monk, by the way. That's who I was forgetting when I said some of the instrumentalists I've been working with. But working on animations with him, working on I want to work on an album with some of the new guys that I've met within, like in Huntsville. Yeah. While COVID has been happening.
Right.
For the most part, I just want to round out this year with a big bang.
Yeah.
However, whatever that means.
Yeah. No, and I've been trying to do the same thing, and I had to. My wife had to. You know what I'm saying? She had to reassure me that even though I'm not where I want to be
necessarily,
right, and I'm not, to the point where I feel like I should be just because I've been doing this for so long.
You blessed and highly flavored. It ain't about the paper.
Yes. Yo, and so she had to remind me, like, hey, bro, you just put on a show. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Shout out the camp.
Yeah, shouts out to the camp, Adam, everyone there, Nadia. Thank you guys so much. That was awesome. Shouts out Tommy G, BJ Anderson, and Alan Dumas. Like, I love those guys so much. Can't wait till we do it again. But she was like, bro, you put together a show, killed it. And, it's in the middle of, COVID. Like, you
it's
did
still
that.
Doing that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's now, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, so that right there is just like, okay, cool. Well, I don't have to wait for stuff. And I think that's a misconception that a lot of people have is that, I guess while they're getting to the bag or whatever, they, I guess, wait for permission. I know for my own case, or wait for an opening. It's either a position or an opening, right?
Don't be asking about that bag, go and get it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what, the camp was a personification of that. And then what we're about to do after this is going to be another thing of that and now. And then when she was telling me all of this, it brought my mind back to a post that somebody was saying, but I think a few people said it in their captions. Like, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, right?
Most definitely.
So I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm going to see if that's true. You know what I'm saying? And that, because, especially, I just know for me personally, when I get inside of myself, I'm like, dude, I need to do better. And, why haven't I what's stopping me from doing me better? And the answer is just me. So it's just actually just getting up, doing it, and letting people know, man, you really don't have to wait on anyone. If you have a good product, if you have a good product,
do that shit.
You have,
do that shit.
Yeah, do it. I mean, because if you have a product and then you have product knowledge on it, you know how to sell it. And then in this case, this is either myself or other artists.
Most definitely.
So it's nothing to get a gig. you just have to have content in order to facilitate to someone that you're getting a gig to. You know what I'm saying? Or that you're wanting a gig, or the venue that you're going to. And I think a lot of Huntsville musicians are worried about like clicks and stuff like that. And really, it's just about starting your own, because I
start your own wave, bro.
I've probably said this sometime, but it's like you just have to go out and go to these venues, because these people that you see all the time at these venues, performing at these venues,
work with you.
And then the people that you see on stage, they want to keep their spot on stage, which is fine. At the same time, you just go to the guy that wants more of the same thing, but just different, to different artists. So it's just like, hey, I can bring you different artists. So that right there can just spring into a whole thing, because if I could do this right now, imagine when the stuff lifts,
Sir.
So that's what, that's the whole like mindset I've just been trying to take, and be more business savvy and turn into a businessman that just happens to be a musician.
Businessman?
Yeah,
I feel it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? So yeah, man.
Is this camera getting my good side?
It should be.
All right.
We'll be able to see on the playback, man. Oh, bro. Those, like you said, those video collages that you make on your page, man. Because it's like the old school, like 1920 or 30, like cartoons or whatever, bro.
Rap, hip hop.
Yeah, stuff like that. So what inspired you to make just, you know what I'm saying, just create little stills like that, bro?
I believe I can fly, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a green screen at the drop zone.
Mm-hmm.
And I got creativity. I got you never can grow too old for imagination.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I just go and I dive deep as I possibly can within my imagination with my music, and I try to match it with visuals, man.
Yeah.
That's all I said. Then I got some cool homies that I've met around town, like Solo, who can do picture, stop motion animation, and then we just put beats and tell stories to them. So pretty much it's just kind of going with the flow and just knowing that the sky is not the limit. Literally, you can create whatever universe you want whenever you want to create it.
Right. Okay.
And live in that shit.
That's what's up, man. Okay, I heard something on this YouTube channel called Black Magic 363, and the host, Father Rich, he was saying that he was reading a book, and everybody's saying like chase the bag, and everybody's worried about money, right? And so he was talking about changing your perspective on money, and then he said that it was either in a book or a lecture. He said that money, they took it into an acronym, and it said my own natural energetic yield.
Okay.
So what that is entailing is that the money, since it's currency is energy, right? So even when we go to work, we clock in, we have to use energy in order to get the job done.
Okay.
Right. So that me ringing up groceries or whatever, I may not be sweating or anything or whatever, but that's still energetic yield that is my own, that I am giving over time for this quote unquote money. Yeah. But then, like you said, you got a green screen, you got a studio, and you got homies, you got a team.
Oh, most definitely.
So
squad.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, do you think that the money that you're pursuing, the bag that you're pursuing, deals with the amount of your own natural energetic yield?
That's a very complex question, my bro.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that the bag that I'm pursuing leads to more bags.
Mm-hmm.
And then some more after that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I get it. Because when I first heard that acronym, I was like, man, okay. So does that just mean like I'm not? Because what I took from it was, it's just I'm not where I want to be because I haven't put the energy out there in the universe. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, cool. And I try to see how that translates. But then, like I said, looking at currency, like with a current, even with like a current of water, even that water just moving, that's energy. You know what I'm saying? So like everything, yeah, I guess what he was trying to say is like energy. So even with me giving you money, that's just an energetic exchange. You know what I'm saying? Either where I'm giving it to you for a product or a service. At the same time, what is it? It's currency. So because I'm going to be happy about the product that I just gave you this currency for, and you're going to be happy for the currency. So that's going to give you like a little spike of energy or a spike of adrenaline or whatever. So then that will make you pursue more bags. So that bag that you just got is going to lead you to different bags. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great concept for me. It helped me like really change my perspective on like what I'm doing, what I've done, and then what I'm going to do. You know.
That's food for thought, bro.
Yeah, man. Dude, as soon as he said that, I was like, man, because because I heard the money is energy or whatever, but then it takes a step further when it's like, no, the reason why you don't have that is because you're not putting it out. And it's like, oh, okay. So because I can go to McDonald's and put energy out and get that money. But then it's like, what am I going to do with that? Am I just going to be content with that? Or am I going to go a little bit harder and use some of that energy that I got from that job and then put it into something that I want to do? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what he was trying to get at, because I had never heard that before until like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, man.
Righteous.
Yes, sir, bro. So, man, the punk rock band, did you say you were in one at one time? Or
in the house that I was living in, there was a few of my homies that I made music with that just kind of came together, and they made a band called Felt the Threat. And I'm still, at this time, early on in the vinyl producer, I guess, development.
Yeah.
I just started rocking with a lot of people. So shout out my homie Durag DD, Lex, who was that? Jake Schwan, and then another friend named Jake that we call Yakub. And they just, Yakub.
Yeah.
Literally start doing some of the craziest fucking electronic punk mashup shit. And then we ended up going to a venue that my homegirl Asia Ismi in Michigan runs off of Grand River. And it's just like her and her mom build sets for plays. And at the time I was working at the Northwest Activity Center in Detroit, just doing stagehand work. So I was back behind. I was pretty much just taping microphones on and off actors and actresses, and running sound from like the back house, just kind of like working in front of the house. And then next thing you know, I see her, and she's like, "Hey, I need a sound guy at my venue." So I'm starting to like filter homies from our spot, like the Alpha Land, to her venue, and I'm doing the sound for all the events too, and it was pretty fire. But then the homies was like, "We're gonna do Felt the Threat." The fuck is that? And they did some wild ass electronic, weird ass like punk shit, and it was primarily my homie Durag Didi and Matt Daher, who is a great multi-instrumentalist and percussionist. They just came together and just did some crazy shit. Just Felt the Threat was the punk band I was representing.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. So, you are doing, are you doing any projects right now with anyone?
Working on an album with my big brother and working on a solo album at the moment.
Okay, cool. Live instrumentations on any of these or what?
Live instrumentation on both projects.
Nice. That's what's up.
Gotta get you on some of them. We just talked about it.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. So that's what's up, bro, man. Lead the family your Cash App. Tell them where they can find you, where they can find your music. And one last question before you do that. That manifestation beat that you just posted on your Instagram.
Yes,
what
sir.
was the thought process on that? Because that's fire.
Thought process was trying to clear my mind. I was driving back from Opelika. My uncle recently passed away, R.I.P. Uncle Reggie. And I was in the back seat as my parents drove, and me and my girlfriend were sitting back there, and I just started making it.
Yeah.
It just came out that way. I was just trying to free my mind.
Did you come up with the title pre or post production?
Pre-production.
Yeah.
It's super weird because I just made the loop, the melody, named it Manifestations, and then finished it like after I woke up from a nap.
Nice. Nice, man. But leave the family your contact information and your cash app.
At XVTPX on Instagram. $ Von the producer on Cash App. And DM me on Instagram for any other contact information.
That's what's up, man. This is Von the producer, baby. Black Collar King, Crested Wiz, man. I appreciate y'all time. I'm going to have more coming soon. I appreciate y'all. We out. Thank you.
I don't know when it started, bro, or when it ended.
Right. That's what's up.
What you mean that's what's up? I just said I don't know when it started or when it ended. Oh, because I was talking about the voice and shit. You're gonna be like, this nigga capping. Like, you talking about like some shit you don't even know.
What did I ask you?
No, before we start, like we started the interview and I was talking to Tommy and a lady about the voice.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if he was recording that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was in a little bit. Ready?